Well, hey friends and neighbors, this is Chuck out at Sheridan Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. It's another beautiful morning here in the mountains, North Carolina. We've had some pigs that have farrowed. Some of that has gone well, some of it not so well. So hang out with us for a little bit. Let's go up and check on the ones that have had it. I got another one. I think she probably had some last night. So let's go check on them, see how they're doing, and let's talk a little bit about pigs and some of the mistakes that we've made. All right, time to check in on the piggies. Y'all remember our first mama here, she had the first group of piglets. She had 7. Let me tell y'all, she's been a good mama, ain't she?
She's been awesome.
Ain't she?
She's been
Tell them
awesome.
what she does in the evenings. I've got an example over here, but tell them what she does.
She will take these piglets a little before dusk and put them to bed. And she will put them in the back of the hut, and then she will lay down in front of them and sort of pin them in. And then, I mean, I hadn't ever seen a mama pig do that before.
So they can nurse. She's protecting them from the weather. Yeah. She's providing warmth, the whole deal.
I don't think I've ever seen a mama pig do that before.
Delivered 7, still has 7 a little over 3 weeks later. Isn't that right, Sandra? 3 weeks. So here's an example of what she does. These piglets are over here in this hut, burrowed up in the hay, and $1 to a donut, she's been laying. Here we go! The great piggy race. $1 to a donut, she's been laying up against them and keeping them warm. Up here, I don't know if you can see or not, this is our big red mom. She farrowed the other day, lost a handful. We'll talk about farrowing issues here in just a few minutes because we got this black mama down here. She didn't have a very good farrowing experience either. But the one we're here to talk about this morning, has she got some?
She's...
Oh, she was grunting at me. The one we're here to talk about this morning is Spot. She was nesting yesterday in this hut. So we came up and checked last night. No piglets last night.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Look at that. So
hey mama.
Seeing this as we are.
She's got 6 in there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, she's got 6.
Look at that one with the black eye.
Oh man. She's not happy we're here. No. I see 6. I don't see any dead or stillborn.
Look at that one with the red head and the black patch on its eye.
Oh yeah. So we see 6. So she came up. Sandra, when did we find her in this thing? Yesterday morning?
Yeah.
We found her in this little hut yesterday morning. And she was in full milk yesterday morning. Came up and checked last night. No piglets last night, but we've got some this morning. So it looks like she's, and based on the way these things look,
they've been out for a while.
They've been out for a while.
Hey mama.
I would have expected her to have more than 6.
Well, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
With the trouble we've had, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, with the trouble, that's for sure. But the interesting thing, she had torn, we got it laid on top of the hut up here. She had torn all of that flooring up, hadn't she? Well, it's moving around in there a little rearranging. She had torn all of that old flooring up and pulled it up. And there were just exposed screws and pieces of wood and junk and that kind of thing. So we pulled all that out yesterday morning so she'd have a clean area to have those piglets. So, nice. Looking good, looking good. Well, that's a welcome change, ain't it?
Yeah, Blackie's down yonder.
Yeah. Big black mama's down here over the hill. Didn't do well on her farrowing at all. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But otherwise, everybody looks pretty good here.
Hello, babies.
Good. This crowd's super mobile. We figured there's how many females? There's 3 females in there?
Yeah.
3 females in this little group.
Right there's 2 of them.
And we're thinking we're probably going to keep 1 or 2 of them, ain't we?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, this mama has got good instincts, and that is a genetic hereditary trait, is good mothering instincts. So we're going to keep We're going to keep a female
We're
or
gonna
two
keep
off of
this
her.
blacking right here,
This one right here?
and
Yeah.
that white one right there. Kind of looks like a blue butt.
Oh yeah, it does look like a blue butt, don't it?
And then this one coming at you is a girl.
Oh, she's pretty. I like her color. All right. Piglet report this morning. Looking good. While we're out, this is a big red mom. So she's got 4, and she had a couple of, when she gave birth, she had a couple of stillborn right out of the gate. Then had some more, and we thought she was done. But apparently she had one that was stuck, because about a day later, she passed another 4 or 5. I forget the total that she had, but she had some trouble with some stillborns and then a stuck piglet. And then usually whenever you get a stuck piglet, everything behind them will expire. They won't make it because of just being stuck in the birth canal or for too long. But anyway, she's got 4. These 4 look really good. They're very, very Duroc looking, except for this one right here, which is got a white stripe around it, but the rest of them are red, red, red. And the one closest to us right here, I don't know if you can see it, I'll try to zoom in on the edit. Floppy ears, very much like a Duroc. So, you know, she's been a good mom. Last time she farrowed, she had, gosh, I don't remember. She had like 12 or 14 and weaned all but a couple of them. So she's been a good mom, got a good history. This is a little disappointing. We'll have to decide what we want to do here. But she's got some good mothering genetics. And we'll probably keep, I think she was 2 and 2, 2 females, 2 males. We may keep one of her females. We'll see how she does. But the ones that are here, looking good. We're a couple days old now. And you know, I've said it before, once you kind of cross past that 72-hour threshold and they get some mobility so they can get out of mom's way, they're pretty safe then. They're usually gonna do okay. So still got 4 and looking good. I don't want to talk about that big black mama down over the hill over there. She did not have a good farrowing experience at all, and I'll not go into a whole lot of detail about how all that went because it's not pleasant. She started having those things the other morning. I had a round of bad weather come in. We'd had 4 or 5 days in the 50s, and then we had a day where the high was like 41 and rain. And wouldn't you know, that's the day that she has them. For some reason, and who knows why, she elected to go down over the side of that hill to the bottom where all the drainage is, where there was no real nesting material, instead of one of these huts that we've got up here. And she decided to have her piglets in the mud. And whenever we found them, we knew she was close, but we ended up finding them, you know, a couple hours after, because we don't stay up here with them. We don't, you know, even though we know they're going to farrow, we want these moms to farrow on their own and be successful at that. We provided the huts, we provided nesting material, but you can't make them use it. So she went down over the hill, had those piglets in the rain, in the mud, and things did just not, they just didn't go well at all. You know, we accept responsibility for that because these are our animals to care for, but at the same time, we hope that they will make a good decision on where to have those piglets. And this mama she didn't do that. In the past, she's been our superstar. She had a litter one time of 14 or 15 and weaned every one of them. So she has, you know, she's been a good mom in the past. She knows what to do, but why she ended up going down there, I don't know. But anyway, one day in the 40s with rain, 2 days later, high 65, sunshine. You know, there's some things that you just can't fight, and the weather being one of them. But again, we know it's our responsibility to care for, make sure these animals have what they need. We try to provide that. But when they make decisions to do things like that, you know, and once she gets in a nest, once one of these sows gets in a nest, she's decided where she's going to have them. It's not like you can go down there and, you know, put a leash around them and lead them up and put them where you want them. They're going to do what they want to do, where they're going to do it. So Not a good farrowing situation there. Not the best here. Certainly could have been better. She had a stuck piglet. We didn't realize she had a stuck piglet. The white mom, she done really, really well. And then Spot over there, she looks like she's doing good. So I guess if you're batting 500, you'll get in the Hall of Fame, but still don't make you feel real well whenever you lose a bunch of piglets. Did you check on that black one again?
The spotted one.
Or the spotted one, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she has 6. I didn't see any dead ones. And she is up eating the placenta, so she's done.
Wow, that's crazy. But you know, that's what we thought on that red one. And she ended up with a stuck piglet.
Yeah, but this one's acting totally different.
Totally different?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
She is not in any distress at all.
So we got 4 on red, 7 here, there's 11, and 6.
Yep.
17. My math right? Math on camera.
Yeah, you're right this time.
I'm going to save that clip. I'm going to save that clip. I'm going to cut off the you're right this time, but I'm going to save that clip. We got feed coming after a while, and we've got, here's what we got right now. I got some hog feed here in bags. I got some layer pellet over here in bags, and then this back here is flock finisher. This is our feed for our meat birds, and we had to order, we needed to order 3 tons at a time. But I didn't need 3 tons, so I split a load with our friend Thad at Climber Ridge, and so this ended up being about 1.5 tons between 2 bags. So we're feeding that out right now. This afternoon we've got hog feed coming, but we're buying some more hog feed in the big bags instead of the small bags. I've got I've got about 4 tons of hog feed coming because we got babies, and then we're also buying and splitting a load with another farm. So we got that coming in this afternoon. So I'm just talking, making stuff up so that the work gets done. So the work gets done before I have to lift anything heavy. My back hurts this morning. Well, it does a little bit. I'm a little sore. I don't know why. I think from all that greenhouse work yesterday. But anyway, getting a little feed together here this morning. Let's go check on these chickens, see how they're doing. Oh, what you getting? Oh, you getting a little cracked corn? We've started doing this. We feed about a scoop of cracked corn to these egg layers every day.
It's a wintertime thing.
It is a wintertime thing, but they enjoy it. They like it, and gives them a little something to do. What's that, grit? Yeah, we're going to put a little, oh, good Lord of mercy. I thought you was lifting the heavy stuff today. Oh, yeah. Lord of mercy. Stupid geese. All right. Sandra corrected me. She says that's oyster shell. Oyster shell? Oyster shell. Lord at the chickens. What's happening in here this morning?
All the holes are full.
Oh, are
That one's got 2 in them.
they? They don't care if we've got those bars up there or not, do they? They're going to get in there.
They open them up in the morning.
Yeah. I bet we're getting us a floor egg back here in the corner. What do you think?
Oh, here's one up on the rail.
An egg? You're kidding. Good Lord. 4 in the corner. Tell you what.
Coop is a heck of a boy.
We've said it before, you know, we close these nest boxes up at night. Oh, that was cracked. Here, she cracked this one, that egg. We talked about it before, we close these nest boxes up at night, and this is what you get, these clean eggs. Those chickens will poop before they sleep. If we don't let them sleep in the nest boxes, they don't get filled with poop. So the eggs come out like this. Now over here I don't have a bar. Across this one I need to cut a bar. But see, that nest box gets full of poo. The egg's still pretty clean. A little bit of a calcium deposit on top of it right there. Won't hurt anything. But the eggs are clean. That's what you want. Customers like to see those clean eggs in those boxes. And when they open those boxes up and all those colors are in there, the blues, the greens, the browns, the whites, it's pretty impressive. Customers like it. Hello, chickens. These are our meat birds. This is that batch we got. How old are these birds now? They're about 7 weeks? 8 weeks?
They're coming up on 8, I believe.
Coming up on 8. We got them. It was pretty cold when they came, and we ended up losing. We lost some, not near as many as we did on this last batch. These birds here are destined for the freezer in about a week. So they're going to be going to freezer camp. Cornish cross, they have done, man, they've done great, ain't they?
They've done excellent.
I mean, it's amazing how well these birds have done this time of year. I would not have expected them to. Of course, they stayed in those brooders a long time,
They stayed in the brooder a long time. But, you know, I think it helped a tremendous amount to get them to like this.
They got off to a great start.
Yeah.
Off to a great start. Out on pasture now, moving every day. Be processing these, like I say, in about a week. And we had bought these to kind of give us a little bit of breathing room on chicken for those first markets and our Boone market. That's not working out.
No.
Why is that not working out?
I've already got orders for 50 of them.
So 50 of these.
Out of 64, I believe.
50 out of 64 are already sold. Pre-existing customers, folks that have bought off of us for a long time.
And they've been asking all winter about chicken.
Yep, been asking all winter about chicken. We've sold some halves, we've sold some quarters, we sold some halves, we've sold some wholes. We got one customer wanted cut-ups. But altogether, between 3 customers, we've got 50 of these chickens sold. Some of the brooder, we'll go up and check on those in a minute, and we've got another batch coming this week, don't we? How many's coming this week?
Replacements, 70. Should be here Thursday morning.
70 replacements on these, and then when will the next big batch be here?
I guess I need to go ahead and order them. I hadn't ordered them yet.
We need to order them for what, about 3 weeks out, 4 weeks out?
I guess
and that'll
so.
be a big batch, won't it?
200.
That'll be 200. Yeah, that'll be 200. Lord of mercy, makes me tired thinking about it. Let's get these guys moved, get them, get some water on them, and man, look at that green grass. Beautiful time of year. Watch out. Now, Sonner, once these birds came out, we had 2 that kind of went lame. Is that right?
Yeah.
And then we processed them. And did we eat them the other night?
We ate one of them.
We ate one of them the other night in some chicken taco soup.
Let's go, chickens. We got one right now that don't want to walk.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. Come on. That's good.
Man, I'll tell you, these chickens, all they want to do is lay around and eat and poop.
And die.
We need to stick something in that hole right there.
Lay around, eat poop, and just fall over dead.
And what?
Fall over dead.
Yeah.
Oh.
on these chicken tractors. We use these bell style drinkers. I found these in a field in the county next door. I think they all came out of a bunch of them came out of like laying houses where egg layers are at. Guy had a ton of these. I think I paid like $5 a piece for them. I bought a bunch of them just for the parts, if nothing else. So we've got a bunch of these bell style drinkers. Really like those, they work well. Then we use a bucket to water them with. Makes chores pretty easy. Just got to watch
bucket.
them. Yeah, use a black bucket. Don't use dark colored buckets. White buckets will grow algae. Get a quality bucket. We'll usually get about a season out of a bucket, won't we?
Yeah.
Give or take a little bit.
Out of a $6 bucket.
Out of a $6 bucket, yeah, which is cheap. I mean, you know, it is what it is. And this one looks like we've had to move where the bale goes in because it broke. And you can kind of mend them and keep them going. Keep a check on them. These chickens will drink a lot of water, especially in the summertime. So sometimes middle of the heat, the hot part of the summer, we water twice.
So these we've been watering twice.
We've been watering these twice?
Yeah.
You must have been doing that in the evenings when I was napping.
Yeah.
Hey, Lordy. But you can see they're going crazy over water right now. And then this time of year, we have a little bit of a freeze problem on some nights, not always. But so running Sascovich tractors, we've done a video. I'll post a link to that video in the description down below. Why we like Sascovich versus the Salatin pins. We tried the Salatin pins. I wanted to like them. I really wanted to love them, but I just couldn't because they just didn't work for me. But we've got, how many of these things? We got about 12 of these, don't we? We got about 12 of these. And they're, you know, every once in a while they'll require a little scab piece, new tarp, but I mean they're pretty economical to use, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm gonna take this chicken with us.
You're gonna take that one with us? It's not wanting to do much.
I mean, it's better to go ahead and process it and eat it ourselves than lose it all together.
Oh, without a doubt. And that one we had the other night was pretty tasty. That
Yeah,
chicken
boy.
taco soup, wasn't it?
Very good.
It's part of it.
I see why it can't walk.
Why can't it walk?
It's incredibly heavy.
Oh, is it?
The breast on this chicken is big.
What do you think it weighs?
Look at that.
Yeah.
I bet you this chicken weighs six or 7 pounds right now.
So that'll be a 5-pound carcass one.
It'd be close.
4.5.
But that's why it can't walk.
Just too heavy.
It's top heavy. Every time it tries to stand up, it tips over.
Yeah, that's the thing about these Cornish. I mean, they get big fast. They outgrow their skeletal system. They outgrow their cardiovascular system. You end up with a lot of congestive heart failure on them. A lot of leg problems.
But if you'll watch them, you can catch them before they die and just have them as a personal.
And it's not every chicken.
No, I mean look at the rest of them.
The rest of these, I mean,
the exact same age.
They're mobile. Yeah, these are all out of the same batch. They're mobile. They're up. They look good.
This one just can't. And the two before, they were the same way. One of the first two, its legs were splayed out. It couldn't even get its legs underneath it.
So, but it's not going to waste. We're going to eat it. So that's the main thing. So we get asked all the time about different breeds of meat chickens. Cornish cross, Freedom Ranger color yield, Red Rangers, the American Breese. I think that's the name of that one that's kind of gaining a little bit of popularity now. There's pros and cons with all these birds, and you've just got to decide what you can and can't live with, what works for you and what doesn't. If you're raising these chickens on a homestead scale for your own personal consumption, then by all means go with what you like, what you like the taste of, what you feel good about raising, all that kind of thing. Go with what you like. If you're doing this on a little bit more of a production scale for market sales and for customers, you've got to think about the economics of it. And what we found is with the Freedom Ranger color yields, they're going to take a little bit longer and you're going to have a little bit more money invested in your cost of goods to get that chicken into a packaged product to be able to sell. You'll have a little bit more loss. Typically, you'll have a little bit more loss with the Cornish cross, but not always. We've had batches in the summer that's done really well. We've had 1 and 2% loss that have done great. But just you've got to think about your context. And that's something I think a lot of people lose whenever they're talking homestead and farming and all this regenerative ag, growing your own food and that kind of thing. You got to think about context. Are you growing this for your own personal consumption? Or are you growing it to sell? And those are two different things, and your goals are two completely different things, especially if you're growing on production. You've got to be able to turn a profit. I mean, you're not in this just for, you know, the benevolence of it. You've got to be able to make a little bit of money. So think about your context, what's going to work in your context, what you want to achieve, and what's right for you may not be right for somebody else. So don't get mad at somebody because they're doing something completely different. You know, we're not big fans of conventional ag, but I'm not mad at those people for doing it. I mean, that's their livelihood. That's the way they were raised. That's the way they believe, and that's perfectly fine. I'm not mad at them for it. They do feed a lot of people. Not always the highest quality food, but they do feed a lot of people. So context is everything. All right, it's getting on towards the end of the day. Let's ride back up and check that mama that had those piglets last night and see how she's doing. Just check in on her, make sure that everything's good to go. Get a head count. Just see if she's had some more. She shouldn't have. Of course, six is few for her. We would have expected her to have more, so let's go check her and see how she's doing. Here comes the welcoming committee. Hey.
Hello, everybody. Hey, girl. I'm not messing with.
Hey, mama. How you doing in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6.
Lord have mercy.
We still got 6.
Hey, Mama.
Look at this one right here with the black spot around the side. That's the runt. Look at that little thing.
And it's a boy.
And it's a boy.
Old Patch.
She's not very happy that we're here, is she?
No, she's not.
Okay.
We're going.
But a check-in. 6 this morning, 6 this evening. I'm surprised she didn't have more.
Well, she wasn't very big.
Yeah, but
She wasn't very big.
Yeah, but still, yeah, you would just expect her to have more. Okay, there they are. The piglet group. 7, 6 is 13, and 4 on that red mama is 17. So there's our piglet crop for the spring, ain't it?
Yep.
All goes well and everything hangs in there. That should be where we land.
I hope.
All right, there it is. Like I said earlier, you know, we did make some mistakes, but there's some things that you can't fight. You can't fight the weather, and you can't fight those animals doing what they're going to do. Our plans had been to move them down into the cattle barn and have them under cover. And the day that we were going to do that was the day that very first mama, that white mama, had her piglets. So I didn't get that done. So we accept responsibility for some things going wrong. You know, we put the huts up there, we put plenty of nesting material out, and we had hoped that some of their natural instinct would take a hold and they would set up in those huts where there was plenty of hay. But that big black mama didn't, and that big red mama didn't, and for that there's just not much we can do. The white one did, and then you saw a spot there. She went over into that other little hut and made herself right at home and done fantastic. Wish that black one would have done that, but she didn't. So farming, that's part of it. You take the wins with the losses, you learn from the losses, and you make the best of what you can. I know I'm probably going to get some ugly and some nasty comments on this video. We've been getting a lot of those lately. I read everything, and there are some comments that YouTube will hide and will even double hide from me. I've got to go specifically get them because lots of times they contain a lot of foul language and that kind of thing. But I do read them and I do see them. And if that's how you feel like you need to address it, then by all means you go right ahead. But it's something we're the ones that have to live with it, and it is what it is. So, like we always say, do please keep us in your prayers. Keep these animals in your prayers that we don't we don't make any more mistakes than we just have to. May God bless you and your families, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.